Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Hunter. I am a 12-year breast cancer survivor. Every year I host a breast cancer awareness event, and I do that with the support of many, many beautiful people, some of which you will hear their testimonies later in this video. As I reflect on my own journey and learn of others, I felt that I wanted to do things differently this year, and I wanted to share my story and also share the story of some of the women that I mentioned earlier. You will find that they are, I hope you will find that they are beautiful, inspirational, helpful. It's amazing some of the things that people go through, and how it can impact someone that you really don't know. So with that being said, there's some things that I know that you've heard before, and I know that you've heard at least one or two, or maybe even all of these. But when I go through all of the thought processes of how breast cancer has impacted me and the people in my life, there are clear things that I want people to just keep in the forefront of their mind. Self-examination. I felt a lump in my left breast at the age of 38. At that time, medical professionals weren't considering 38 an age to be, monitored for breast cancer. I think it was somewhere in the mid-40s. So I didn't think much of it. Early detection. Thankfully, I decided to make a phone call. I wasn't going to. There was something in me that said, oh, I'll just wait. I'll wait till my annual womanly exam, that exam that, most women really don't like, but it's necessary. And I said, I'll wait. But then something said to me the next day, I'll call and I'll just check on it. And unusually, I call and I get an appointment for the very next day. Not 2 weeks from now. The nurse asked me a few questions and told me to come in the next day. I wasn't worried then. I didn't think much of it. But again, I go in, I'm shuffled through, the physical exam, and then they move me over to mammogram, and they're showing me the images, and then, oh, we got to send you to ultrasound. Oh, well, we see that one, and the next thing you know, there's another one underneath the one that I felt that was identified. And I go through that process, and the doctors tell me, oh, we find adductal hyperplasia, which is a precancerous condition that typically, if we don't remove it, it will turn into cancer. Oh, okay. Surgically go in and remove it. And I think I'm good. I go through all of that. I feel like I've had great medical care, and I'm sitting at my desk at work, and then I get a phone call from my doctor. Guess what? Well, we examined the mass that we removed from your body, and it's cancer. So we got to go back in and make sure we get clear margins. So getting cancer at 38, breast cancer at 38, was not something that seemed like it made sense to me. So then when you fast forward to 9 years later, the other thing that I want to say is just go with your gut, go with your instincts. My personal experience is I had been having mammograms for years, and it's anxiety, for anyone, even if you haven't been previously diagnosed, it is a scary feeling. And for this particular time, I was emotional, and something just in my body, in my gut, didn't feel right. I'm driving to my mammogram appointment. I'm crying uncontrollably in the car. And I couldn't figure out, I was like, what is wrong with you, Michelle? Why are you crying? And of course I get there, and it was like something already told me, and they found issues in my right side. So understanding that, listening to those little voices and to those little instincts that you have within yourself, to go with it. Now, my third surgery, it was a nightmarish experience, but I don't say that to deter you. I say that to encourage you, because even though I had a completely different life at that point, my life was stressful, the job was stressful, all kinds of things. I wasn't eating well, and they biopsied the wrong area. They hit a blood vessel. It was nightmarish. Then to go to another doctor. Then they find 2 other areas. Then I have 2 more biopsies, and it was that experience alone was traumatic. But I say all that to say, because there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I want to go through this. I don't know if I can do it. But then I pushed through, and I'm thankful to say that I'm still here. I'm cancer free. And I want to encourage people, that all those things that I just mentioned, self-examination, early detection, understanding that you're not too young to get cancer, because it can happen to anyone at any age. You go with your gut, listen to your instincts, listen to your body. 9 times out of 10, they will not steer you wrong. And even with medical challenges, inadequate medical staff, people, inadequate medical insurance, you still got to push through, because there are support systems. The Donna Foundation is phenomenal, and I want to be thankful for them as well, because they've been a great support for the community. And then finally, I'll say this: know that you're not alone. Whether you are scared or have anxiety about just even going to get the appointment, whether you've been diagnosed, whether you're a survivor and you feel like you are having a hard time trying to get through, know that you're not alone. I am thankful for so many, and I have too many people that I would have to call off to thank, but I'm thankful for my students, my fitness students that showed up at the hospital, that brought me food, that showed me love and support. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. And I'm thankful for those people that I didn't know that showed up. So I say all this to say that, it's just very important. But really, the main point is have the strength, do the examination, early detection. I've lost some people. I know people personally that have gone through the process and didn't finish it. One waited a long time to go to the doctor after she found a problem. She's no longer with us. One had a doctor that gave her a diagnosis that she wasn't quite comfortable with, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with my gut, Michelle. And she went with her gut and went to another medical professional, and she was in stage 3 breast cancer. She is thriving. She's cancer free now, but she went with her gut. So if nothing else, I hope that you will be encouraged, that you are the key to your own fate. Making sure you take care of yourself, get your examinations, and stay strong, because there's people out there that are willing and more than able to be there for you and help you get through whatever the challenge is. So I hope you enjoy some of these testimonials, and if anyone is struggling, you can always reach out. Just always reach out.
Hello, my name is Donnette Clay, and I am a 3-year cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in October of 2017 and have been in remission since March 2018. If you haven't done so already, please get yourselves checked. Why? Because early detection is the best protection.
Hi, my name is Melissa O'Neill, and I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I was first diagnosed at the young age of 30. I was elbowed in the chest playing basketball. As a result, it brought a lump to the surface, and I had it biopsied, went and got it checked out, had it biopsied, and it came back malignant. I ended up having a couple more surgeries that resulted in the best course of treatment for me being a mastectomy. They said they got it all, and my chances of a reoccurrence in 5 years was 4%. I was coming up on my 5th cancerversary, and I was a school nurse at the time. I was on the phone with a parent telling them how to check for lymph nodes on their child when I found a lump in my armpit. Had that checked out, and it was biopsied, which came back that it was also, the cancer was back. Not only was it back, but it was back with a vengeance. They ended up having to go in and they removed a total of 31 lymph nodes, and 30 were cancer. I had to undergo radiation and chemotherapy and radiation, and I was told I had a 40% chance. That was 19 years ago, and I have been a survivor for 24 years. My message for you today is know your lumps and your bumps. Know your body. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer in their lifetime. 281,550 women are estimated to be diagnosed in this year with invasive breast cancer. It is true, being women and your age are 2 things that you cannot control. Of those that are newly diagnosed, 4% of them will be women under the age of 40 diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. That 4% is small, but it's not zero. Of the number that I did mention, that may be high, but the positive thing is death rate has dropped of women under the age of 50 years old since the year of 2007. The death rate has dropped by 1% every year, and those are because of 2 things: early detection and research. There's been advancements in research, and then knowing your lumps and your bumps, doing your monthly breast exams, and if you find something, getting it checked out, bringing it to your doctor's attention, not waiting, and advocate for yourself. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. So advocating for yourself, educating yourself. Knowledge is power, and that gives you the power to control. It gives you the knowledge to give you the power to control what your outcome could possibly be. Things that you can do for yourself is maintaining a healthy weight. Obesity increases your risk for breast cancer. So maintaining a healthy meal plan and getting exercise, getting at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. This event that you all are at, Zumba and other forms of exercise, those things, 30 minutes a day. Dancing, the best exercise for you. Walking, running, and any of those things. And maintaining a healthy meal plan. Eating healthy, avoiding processed foods, eating protein, eating your veggies. Those are the things that you can do. So, knowing your body, feeding your body right, and moving your body right. I hope you guys have a wonderful event and enjoy yourself, and I hope that I've given you words of encouragement and inspired you to take care of you. You guys have a great one. We'll see you.
Hi, my name is Linda. I am a 10-and-a-half-year breast cancer survivor. I've learned through the years that I play an important part in my healing process and in my staying well. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have learned the information that I have and to be able to pass that on to other people. I want to encourage each and every one of you to become educated. And if you are to encounter cancer, I pray that you would fight harder than your disease, because you can make a difference.
Good evening, everybody. Hi, this is Pearl Patterson, and I am here to talk to you about breast cancer and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October coming up. And I usually get so excited because I'm very passionate about breast cancer awareness and helping others and encouraging others about our health, our breast cancer health. I am surviving 8 years of breast cancer, And I just want to talk to you a little bit about my journey. And I was diagnosed 8 years ago, and it what seemingly was a zero cancer because it was the Insight 2 DCIS, and the calcifications basically, excuse me, went through and had a lot of testing done. It was started out with my annual mammogram, which I get every year, and started out, like I said, it's a zero cancer, but it turned into stage 3 because I had winded up once I decided to have surgery and have a mastectomy, and they went in and they did also removed my lymph node, and it had a tumor there. So, suffice it to say, there's began my journey, and I will tell you that I'm so thankful that it was detected early, because the meme for the month is early detection is your best protection. It was a year of chemotherapy and other treatments, and I winded up with a lymphedema in my arm, a lymphedema because of having to remove several lymph nodes to make sure those were tested, did not test positive for cancer. I thank God that I had a good team that worked with me throughout the whole year. Other folks that I have met that have been on the journey. Everyone's journey is not the same, but we all have the same thing in common, and that is taking care of ourselves, not only getting your annual checks, but also checking yourself. Check yourself monthly, check yourself weekly or bi-weekly, whatever you feel. Do self-checks. As I said, early detection is the best protection for you and for me. Exercise is a major thing for us to keep active. In particular, after having a lot of treatments, the body has, from the chemotherapy, your body has and radiation and things of that nature, goes through so much. And now I'm just thankful that I did. And then also the therapies that you have to have afterwards in order, like the medication. It will cause weight gain, different types of side effects. So it's good to exercise, eat right, ensure that you're getting plenty of vegetables, a lot of water, stay away from sugars, processed foods, things of that nature. I'm so happy to be a part of this event. Thank you, Michelle, for inviting me, and I hope to see you all at the event. But just remember, this is the month for awareness. Your best protection is early detection. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Andrea. I am a Zumba instructor for the past 4.5 years, and I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer when I was 22 years old, and it started as ovarian cancer. When I was 23, it spread to the spine. So after a lot of radiation therapy, my back fractured, and I was paralyzed instantly from the waist down. I was told I was never going to walk again or have children or anything. I had 20 hours of surgery in 1 week to stabilize the spine, and I was in the hospital for almost 6 months, and then in physical therapy and all kinds of therapy for over a year, and in a wheelchair over a year. I just want to say that it's been 29 years now. I am 52 years old. I dance, I teach Zumba, I had children. All the things that I thought I was never going to do, I'm able to do. Of course, there are things that are not exactly the same as they were before I had cancer, but it's okay. I'm here, and I'm able to share my story. So I hope this gives anyone somewhere, if any, just a little bit of hope. You know, that's amazing. If I had to go through that so I can give hope to other people, that's great. We've all been touched by cancer one way or the other. You either know someone who had it yourself, a relative, a friend. Unfortunately, it's something that it's very common, unfortunately. Nowadays, we hear more about COVID and maybe a little less about cancer, but it's still there. But I'm hopeful that one day it will not be there, because things are getting, medicine is improving and things are getting so much better from even when I was ill. So I hope this inspired at least one person that, I'm still here and we can dance and we can laugh, and hopefully we can raise money for more research and treatment, and hopefully prevention, which is very important, because if you can, have a healthy lifestyle and eat well and exercise and, try to do your part in trying to be healthy, then we can prevent a whole bunch of different types of cancers. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you. And
hi, how are you? My name is Sandy Crown. I want to talk about my experience with breast cancer, how it has affected me, not myself having breast cancer, but how it's affected my family members and my grandmother who passed away, my mother's mother. My mom's name is Rose Valentino, and her mother passed away when she was 19 years old. And it was really traumatic for my mother. She had depression for a long time after her mother's passing, and it affected her for many years after her mother's passing. But my mom told me that my grandmother, Santella, was sick the whole time she was a teenager. She just remembers her just always tired and going through these treatments. They did not have the treatments like they do now for breast cancer. This was back in the 70s when my grandmother Santella passed away. So just her memories of her mom, the last few years, she was just sick and kind of resting. And so her dad was caring for the family. So I never met my grandmother Santella because she passed away before I was born. But my mom still misses her every day. And she just wishes that there was medical treatments like that they have now, so that she didn't, die when she was so young. And she felt like she needed her. She needed her mom still. She was just 19. So also currently my mom's sister, my Aunt Louise, who is in her mid-70s, is now battling cancer, fighting for her life. She's been sick for 2 years, and it's in many places in her body right now. So I don't know to the extent. It's just she's going through chemotherapy treatments right now, my Aunt Louise. And this is my mom's older sister. My mom also has her little brother who died from cancer, but not breast cancer. So cancer runs in our family. And it's just scary if it's a certain kind of cancer that there isn't treatment. So it's really important to bring awareness. And if there's money that can be raised to help for cancer research, for breast cancer research, which is one of the number one cancers that women die from. But it's also a lot of women have survived. So let's celebrate that today.